Welcome, everybody.
What up?
This is Yelling into the Void with Devin and Eileen. Yow! Sorry, I'm grabbing my joints. So I rolled joints.
I was like, I got a blunt there.
I
I smoked a little of it. I kind of had to.
You didn't bring your cigarettes in here now.
Well, just go get them now.
Yeah. And since you're on, you have a mic, we can still hear you.
The question remains, where are my cigarettes?
I don't know, I found your phone, though.
Oh, at least you got the phone. No cheating. Don't look at that battery.
Yeah, no cheating. We'll save that for later, folks.
Bro, you want to come out? You can come out. You got to lay down.
Lay down, girl.
Right there.
That's fine, but I'm gonna pull the table.
Come over here to mommy.
I'm gonna pull it. No.
Come over here to mommy.
All right.
Sit.
So we don't really know what today's topic's gonna end up being, but Eileen felt that she needed to yell into the void. And honestly, we do the weekly updates, so you'll hear from us every week.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ. So,
we got
I want to start off by letting everyone know, look at my sexy titties. Check out my shirt. So, as everyone know, we are not sponsored.
Yep, we are not
sponsored by anything. But I am a competitor at NHRL, which is National Havoc Robot League. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my robot shirts.
You gotta come down a little bit. You see it? It's so pretty.
I designed this myself. Sunken Graphics.
Yeah, Devin does graphic design, so if you need a new label or something done for your business, hit her up.
Yum. And then Eileen here is a renowned photographer in the Hudson Valley. Been in how many magazines now?
Oh God, I lost count.
Way too many magazines.
I have stacks in the other room, and I'm like, I just keep wasting money buying these magazines, but my art's in them,
right?
So it's like,
so there's that.
I did win New York's Best Portrait Photographer for 2023. Although I did very minimal work last year. But this is my 5th or 6th year receiving an award through Lux Life magazine. And they're based out of Europe, but they look at companies all over the world for their aesthetic, artistic approach, and fun experiences that you can have with your families. I think last year I won the Couples Choice Award for that magazine. It was upstate New York's best wedding photographer or something like that. So yeah.
See?
Not to toot my own horn, but toot motherfucking toot.
No, this is self-promotion Saturday.
Oh, we're self-promoting?
Yeah.
Well, can I self-promote you and the fucking pickles that we had last night?
Oh, yes. Not only do I do graphic design, I make pickles.
She's a pickle maker. And I'm going to be putting a fruit stand at the end of my driveway, so you can come and pick your own veggies.
Come
and
visit
stuff.
4-H, the Hopewell Happy Hippie Homestead.
Yeah, Hopewell's Happy Hippie Homestead. We're probably going to change that. It might be Carl's Cart, because my cat recently became Facebook famous, and I feel like
we covered that in our last podcast.
People can come visit Carl and pick their own veggies and have a little snack.
Yes.
And I'm going to be setting up an Airbnb here, but before we get into all of those cool plans, that's what I was just trying to ask you about your pickles.
Yes.
I feel like we should put your pickles out on my cart.
Yes, we can.
We can.
We definitely can.
And we can put it... So, if anybody knows or if anybody does this, I'm looking for someone that can help me design an app. I'm not going to go into too many details because there's a lot of unique features that I want, and I don't want anybody else to necessarily have until the app is launched. But I need to be able to set up reservation times and different slots for consumers to be able to pre-pick up their orders, kind of like an Instacart deal, but here for the farm.
Oh, I could help you with that.
Yes, I figured you could. Yeah.
But if anyone else does know and have any knowledge, we will both love to learn more.
Yeah. We're always looking to meet new people and learn new experiences.
Right.
And we're always looking to teach. So if there's anybody out there that wants to learn photography, or you've gone to a wedding or something and you're like, I'd really like to do that one day. Devin has come with me to weddings and gone as my second or my assistant photographer. We make things fun. We get to enjoy the day.
Everything is professional.
And fun.
Which is fun. Time management is my strong suit.
Yes, Devin keeps me on task.
Everyone will
I kind of
stay on time.
micromanage a wedding day behind the scenes. I make sure that everybody sticks to their schedule and the bride and groom don't have to worry about any of those issues. And Devin comes in by keeping me on track to keep everybody else on track. She'll let me know, hey, 5 minutes left. And I'll be like, all right, everybody, what are we doing?
Yeah. We've had some good times.
Yes, we have.
So, we wanted to yell into the void today.
I feel like we're already yelling. I like it, though.
Well, we were yelling specifically about, not exactly relationship problems, but, I would like to announce that we will possibly have a guest coming in the next few weeks.
Yes, yep.
We're going to talk #sober.
Don't mind
Sober
our
talks.
ADHD, like, bouncing off the walls with topics. This is us.
This is it.
If you can handle our nonsense, like, please come back each time and watch us.
Yes. And share with your friends. You never know what they might learn or have a good laugh.
Or be able to relate to.
Yes.
Anyway, back to our guest spot. We might have somebody cool coming on to the show.
Yes. We're looking forward to #sober talks to come join us. Based mainly in Poughkeepsie, but we're willing to branch out for not only the community, but to the world, whoever wants to listen. Sobriety is no joke, and we're just going to leave off with that because we're hoping to have a whole segment on that next.
Yeah, and we're really going to touch base. Like, clearly, I'm not sober. I smoke weed. I drink every once in a while.
Responsibly.
I'm very responsible with my recreational use.
Even when we do drink, it's a 3 times a year thing.
Maybe once a year.
Once a year, it's not like, I go and I'm going to drink responsibly every weekend. No.
Yeah, but anyway, there are people who live true sober lives, and we don't want to take away from them, but
we want to lift them up because,
exactly.
Even though we are good people, we know that their struggles are just as hard as ours, and what they're doing and voicing it to other people to reach out and get sober and give them the support system, we're always here for it.
Yeah.
Along with mental health.
Now, when it comes down to our special guest, he is going to have a whole completely different type of topic, opinion, branch that Devin and I are going to have. Each one of us has a different experience when it comes to addiction, whether it's drugs or alcohol, whether it's affected us personally or affected family members, siblings, best friends, people that we've loved and unfortunately seen go down that path.
Yep.
Some, fortunately, we've got to see rise, and others we've seen,
recently a friend of mine got locked up. Couldn't get out of that ditch, and kept burying herself, and she made a wrong decision, unfortunately, which I don't know what caused her to lead those.
Honestly, I don't think any decision is a wrong decision.
No, but it wasn't a smart decision on her behalf for whatever happened.
But if she's struggling,
I hope that
looking for help.
This is the help that she's going to get.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes the system works.
Well, no, I don't want to say. Well, yeah, sometimes the system works, but sometimes you have to set yourself up for failure.
In order
because
to
you're
grow.
just streamlining.
It's just like gardening. If you fail, you start again. You just keep planting those seeds, baby.
And they just keep growing and giving you unlimited opportunities.
You learn every year. You learn a little bit more. You might move things around, because, hey, it didn't do too well there. Same thing with life.
Yeah. So we're not going to touch too much on this because we do want to have our special guest come on. We do want to hear what he has to say. We do want to be able to relate and have a beneficial and positive conversation about what we can do to help the people that we love and how things have affected us.
And reach out to our community if you want to come and speak with us, you want to come enjoy.
If anybody wants to come onto the podcast or has a special like message that they want to get out into the world, we're all for it. If you want to just come sit and smoke a joint and riff with us on the couch randomly, like ADH squirrels,
you don't even really have to say much.
Come on over.
We'll talk enough for all of us.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Or you can talk and we can be enamored by you.
Wow.
Come shock and awe.
Wow. Yeah. We could let you yell into the void.
Into the void. I don't know if that's going to pick it up, but we'll see.
It will.
It will.
It picks it up really well. All right. So, I happened to share with Eileen yesterday that I bought all my plants.
She bought all of them. I'm looking at mine. Like, what else do I need?
Right? I do need more. I'm probably going to need more seeds and definitely more pepper plants and...
I got pepper plants at the Yin Yang. We should just sit down with our seeds and be like, I need these, you need those, let's switch these.
When I come back from Colorado, I'm going to set up my indoor greenhouse because I've got a second set of grow lights so that I'll be able to have all three. Because I like to use three. I don't like to use the bottom one for air circulation.
Yeah.
Because I have a garbage bag underneath to catch any water when I water.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Exactly.
And you're getting all of the nutrients that you're flushing out of the soil back into that water.
Exactly.
It's not just a waste of time.
Nope, because I got drip trays too.
So wait, is this what this chapter is? The gardening chapter?
We could call it that, but I know you wanted to yell, but you were nervous to yell. This is the Rona.
Well, this kind of will touch on the topic of addiction and alcoholism.
Is that something you want to save?
I feel like it might be something to save for that podcast.
That sounds wonderful then. Then this is going to be gardening.
Gardening!
For the most
gardening?
part.
Are you into gardening?
So.
Yes.
Okay. Let's get off topic though. Let's touch back about the whole car situation. If you watched last week's where Devin yelled into the void episode. Yes. So, I told you yesterday, Eileen, that I admitted that I was triggered when he was driving the car.
Yes, okay.
We got the brand new car finally,
all right, so you remember the car that we were talking about, DJ went and picked it up, and we were talking about how much he paid, and like, we were kind of frustrated, but, like, at the end of the day, it's boys with their toys, and it's what they do.
And it's not hookers.
It's not hookers. He's not wasting his money on hookers or OnlyFans, where he's not even getting any sexual gratification. Right. And by the way, I fully support OnlyFans.
That's something else it's not sponsored.
No, not sponsored.
Just a huge shout out to all those cam girls. Get it, girl.
I'm a non-working cam girl, and you can judge me all you want, but I do
you want
it
to share
because
your name?
It. No, I don't want anybody knowing the name. I like the animosity. No, anonymity. And
anonymous.
Anonymity.
The anonymity of it.
Yes. Okay. I like the fact that I can remain anonymous but still have my face out there.
Right. So
I am.
Keep on
I am what
clicking.
you call amateur, but like I'm not just like your typical cam girl that gets on there and I'm just like I'm like I'm gonna do my dishes topless. Or like I plan on going out in my garden and just sitting in my dirt and soaking up the sun. I have guys that like they love to tip me and I like to get excited, so it's fun and playful. And then I have other guys on there who are like married and they're looking for advice for their wives.
Yeah.
Like, what can I do that's special for her? What can I do this way in the bedroom? What type of date? What type of outfit? Lingerie. I'm trying to buy my lady lingerie. I really like what you have on. And then, because they get the added bonus, because I'm a boudoir photographer too, I literally can style their wives for them. And these men will tip me as if I'm doing sexual gratification, but we're really just having like
normal conversation.
And I don't know their
usually
names.
Taboo.
It's very taboo. I don't know their names. They don't know my real name.
But
and
had you know what? I actually had a thought on my way here about something to ask.
Yes.
And this goes out to the viewers. I guess I'll put a poll up on my video.
Yeah, let's take a poll. It's poll time.
So that we can touch base on this hopefully next week to lighten the mood past sobriety. The fact of the matter is ladies, there's a difference between edging, right?
Oh God.
And what about blue balls?
I get blue balls. It
Now-
literally hurts. I get a really swollen like gland.
Vulva.
No.
But
it's
listen,
like on the
I'm not done.
sides.
I'm not
Go ahead.
done.
I'm sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
not done.
Go ahead. Blue balls.
Okay, so is it actually true that you get blue balls? Now,
For guys or for girls?
for women. I'm asking for women.
For women.
Okay. Now, I understand guys get blue balls, but you as a woman, if you shoot your shot, and I'm talking about a respectful date, you know, I'm not saying it's just some random stranger you met and you're hoping to shoot your shot and get it, right?
Yeah, like that random guy, girl, whatever.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Same thing for men, but if you're honestly on a date, right, and you're really into this person and you shoot your shot and you get shot down, right? Okay, they didn't want to. That's perfectly fine. We just talked about that earlier. That's consent. They give you no consent that they don't want to, okay? Mm-hmm. The fact of the matter is, do you get blue balls then?
No.
Or, you know what I mean, at that point, if it's not blue balls and you're all pent up and you really wanted to shoot your shot, you know, what is that? If it's not blue balls.
Hormones? That's a typical guy answer, but I'm going to go with hormones.
There is no right or wrong answer. I was just wondering, you know, on my drive here that I was wondering about female blue balls because, you know, edging is one thing. You don't like it.
No, the edging is what gives me the blue balls, and that's what makes me angry.
Yeah, see, so that
I get really frustrated and angry.
Cause and effect.
And again, with this whole learning
but
experience.
what if there is no cause yet? And it's all in your mind and you're like, yeah.
That's your own problem. If that person is like, no, I'm not into it, or no, I thought I wanted to, but I'm not, and you take a personal offense to that and you get angry and frustrated and whatever, you're allowed to have those feelings. You're allowed to have those emotions. You're not allowed to take them out on your partner or make them feel guilty about it, or your potential partner at that.
But I'm asking about your inner monologue. Is it blue balls? Like, man, damn, I really I did all this. She felt me up in the car and I got a stiffy, and then she was like, all right, babe. See you later. You know, that's like blue balls. You know what I mean? Like, what if you guys are having a good time and you shoot your shot and they're just like, ah.
Well, see, here's the difference. I feel like it's going to be a lot different when it comes to your partner being a woman versus your partner being a man. Because traditionally, men...
This is why I'm asking women.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean... So, me as a woman, I know that I could potentially... do all of that, go out to dinner, have a really nice night, make out with him, and then just slip out the fucking car and be like, all right, bye.
True,
but I feel like if I'm making out with a woman and she does that to me, I'm going to feel emotionally attacked. I'm going to feel like, why? What's wrong with me? What's going on?
But we're not talking about the other person. We're talking about yourself.
Like if I'm getting the blue balls?
Yeah,
well,
like you guys went to dinner and he gave you a really sentimental kiss and then all of a sudden leaned over and opened your door and was like, all right, see you later. And you were like, oh, I thought we were going to go inside.
I would have been...
You know what I mean?
That wouldn't have been my reaction. My reaction would have been like, see you later.
Yeah, like, is that blue balls?
It wouldn't be blue balls for me. For me, it would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a mental fuck.
It's a mental fuck. It's not so like,
it's not blue balls,
it's not, I have like that. But
what if you shot, okay, so in that situation, right? Mm-hmm. You're both in the car and you ask him, hey, you want to go inside? And he gives you a good kiss and you're like, oh, okay. He opens the door and is like, no, not tonight. Is that blue balls? See, no, there's a difference.
No, I feel like that's a mental mind fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's what that is. That's a mental mind fuck. Because why would it be a good night and then a kiss and you're like, you want to go
Well, you don't
inside?
have
And
to
then he opens
kiss
the door
or
and it's like
whatever,
that.
or you guys have a passionate kiss and then you go, hey, you want to come inside? And it turns into not tonight. You know what I mean? Are you going to stop seeing that person? Are you going to feel some type of way? Is it blue balls? You're like, okay, well, maybe just another night then.
I feel like I'm going to want to fight about it. I'm going to want to fight about it. I'm not going to want to be like, okay, I'll see you later. I'll be like, what the fuck do you mean? Come inside. And they're going to be like, well, not tonight. And I'm going to be like, okay, well.
So then is that
I'm hypersexual and you not taking off.
No for no?
No. That is me trying to pick his brain until he dies in the seat next to me. Why? Why don't you want to come inside with me? What did I do wrong? Did you not like the way I kissed? Did you not like my dress? Did I snort when I laughed? Like, what happened there?
You're going to be so
I'm just really tired. I have to go to work tomorrow. It'll literally take you 2 minutes. You can sleep in my bed. It will take you less time to come fuck me and go to sleep in my bed than it will take you to go home. So why is it not tonight? He would die in my front seat. Or he'd get really mad and kick me out of the car. That's what would happen.
Yeah.
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 Yep. No, it's not blue balls for me at that point. Right. Blue balls for me is like
rage,
if it's just all we're doing is making out and like it doesn't progress further and it's like, okay, so I really want that.
So that's edging, not blue balls.
So the edging just makes me really mad. And then it hurts afterwards. You have like a heartbeat inside your vagina. And then if it happens enough where like you get warmed up, like with me, it's like 3 or 4 times after it's like, oh, let's make out really hot and heavy. And then he falls asleep. And then it happens a couple nights in a row. I was married for 11 years, so, like, I've been through all the stages of sexual relationships and craziness. All the stages.
All the stages. I've dated all the guys. All the types.
All the types, too.
And I hate the boring ones.
She's just trying to make fun of me over here.
I like the quiet ones.
She's calling me out. She likes the quiet ones.
I
like
do.
I'm going to treat you like shit ones.
You don't know what they're going to do next. It's best. Because I'm spontaneous, so.
Andy turned around last night and,
How did he like coming over? Or was he too.
He was so excited when he was there about the robots and everything, but I was like, you're just done. He was already, when I showed up to the house, he still had his work clothes on. He was covered in grease. He was just done. He had to go in, shave, take a shower, and then I don't know how much he was drinking because he had his friends over beforehand. They were talking about the airsoft guns and stuff like that. And then, like, we got ready, we left, we got there, we were good, but, like, I knew he was super tired from work. And then I knew he had his drinks, and then, like, he was good until we hit the parking garage, and we got stuck there for, like, a half an hour. And then we came to your house, and I was, like, between the tiredness and the, like, falling asleep through the show.
Yeah, and then chugging 2 other beers, and I'm sure he had more in the car, right?
He did, but, like, we went to Taco Bell, and he fell asleep on the way home.
We went to Taco... it's alright. You know what? I used to fall asleep after our dates on the way home.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind that he falls asleep. A lot of it... So this is what I kind of... It's a love-hate relationship, because it's, like... This is the shit that I would do with my mom. It was super triggering to go to the Civic Center because that bitch would go get drunk and go to a concert, fall down, break her hip, and call me at 2 o'clock in the morning and be like, you have to pick me up, I can't drive the car. And then you get there and she drives off in the car anyway. And then she's got to get to the hospital. So you got to drive home and get her to the hospital. And it's like...
Yup, you're following her home.
Yeah. So last night I kind of got us lost. I walked us the opposite way. And we got over to the Social Security office, and she's like, you're taking us through, like, the worst part of Poughkeepsie. Like, where are we going? I was like, it's an adventure, babe. Let's just have fun.
Right? You're like, I'm walking to the garage. And I was like, it's right across the street.
But no, so, like, the triggering part was, like, it was a little stumbly on the way in. So, like, I just kind of felt like I had to hold him like I'd have to hold my mom. And then, like, driving. Like, he's falling asleep with the cigarette in his hand. And I just remember being like, Mom, your cigarette. So last night I look at him and, like, he's, like, nodding. And I'm like, babe, your cigarette. And I'm like, I'm being nice about it. I'm being empathetic about it. I'm understanding, like, you drank too fucking much. Like, I'm not angry about it.
No.
It's not the fact that I'm, like, happy about the behavior, but I understand and accept that that's what's going on with him in his personal world.
I know, but you can't save everyone.
It's not necessarily a save. I'm just
No.
along for the ride.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You lose yourself trying to, I'm not saying
I always
exactly
lose myself.
Yeah, you're not trying to actually help him, but like you're letting him do his thing and you're trying to have him open his eyes and see. Mm-hmm. But the fact of the matter is they have to do it themselves.
Yeah. And I've learned that time and time again. They all have to do it themselves. We all have to do it ourselves. I have to do it myself. It's really bad.
You know what I mean? Like, especially when feelings are involved.
Exactly. And it makes it really hard because the feelings are there. Because I do love him so much.
BPD.
It's learning a lot about those traumas, though. It's being able to see them through a different lens. That is... It's... If you're into, like, tarot and astrology and all that mythical madness like I am, you'll understand the twin flame dynamic. They come in, it's a rush, everything's perfect, and then bam! Fighting ensues, little triggers happen, and then you start to understand and be able to communicate with each other, but that person does things, like we were going to talk about with Devin, that may... She's funny, she's delulu, she creates a hypothetical...
Situations in her head. She's obsessive. She has beautiful princess disorder, BPD. You get attached
way too easily.
Yeah.
I would say I'm high on that anxious scale, though. I don't think I have full BPD because I can pull myself out of this.
Know, but you can show signs of other things, too.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're exactly that, but it's... borderline personality disorder, and...
We are not licensed therapists, by the way.
Nope.
Just want to...
Not at all.
These are just personal opinions.
I'm active in therapy.
Devin's known me since Devin was born.
Yeah. I'm older. 32 years and like...
And I am 32
2 months.
So, yeah.
That's how long we've known each other? Oh,
that's my belly.
That was your tummy. I think that... it picks up the farts so well. On that last video, yeah. Sorry, everyone. Fart noises are a part of podcasts.
And if they're not, they should be. Just saying.
Right? I honestly... not gonna say what I was gonna say. Oh goodness!
Back to triggering and learning and
I thought
understanding.
we were going to gardens.
Well, you went to DJ, and then I went to Andy, and now we're going back to DJ through Andy, and then we're gonna go back to gardens.
Oh, we're gonna why about how? Well, that touches the base on alcoholism, like you just did. Is that this is why we don't hang out with alcoholics? And
no, that's not where we were going. We were going with the car, with the trauma.
Oh, well, I said I had trauma.
Yeah, I know.
And then you went on your tangent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the learning.
Okay, so
the learning.
Now can I?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Devin's got the floor.
So yeah, because I said that yesterday that it was triggering to me.
Now, we gotta go back to what was triggering. So, okay.
You already gave the backstory on that.
Ready? Just look and smile.
She did.
This is where you can cut the tape and do your editing magic.
Oh, for what?
Because you can break this into 2 segments. So, ready? We're yelling into the void.
No, we're not yelling into the void.
We're yelling into the void.
We're yelling into the void. I don't even know how long we've been recording for.
We're going to keep recording, but you can cut this.
I will. Hold on a second. I just want to see so I have an idea. We're at a half an hour, so I mean, we could do a commercial.
We have no sponsors. Baby B's Photography and DD's Pickles.
D's Farm to Table.
D's Farm to Table.
And Sunken Graphics.
Sunken Graphics. There we go.
Alright, we are back. We are your hosts. We are the fine ladies of this next half hour.
Yep.
This is Eileen.
And Devin.
Woo!
Ooh, and Corona. She's back there too.
Rona-roo!
Rona-roo.
Yeah! Alright, Ray is home.
Okay.
She's not here for this one.
So, on the last one, we kind of touched on trauma and going into all of that.
And triggers.
And we wanted to loop back to the previous podcast that we had posted about DJ
Devin yelling into the void.
Devin yelling into the void about the car purchase and why boys do the things that they do.
So, to continue, Eileen wanted to give backstory about the fact that he bought this car. I was very upset about it. You can go back. I'll try to tag it on this video. If not, please just check out our previous week. So he was driving. We finally got the car. We went to the store, and I'll tell you what, it was very triggering, Eileen, when the way he was like shifting and driving. I had a triggering moment of my ex, who shall not be named.
Yeah, those we don't speak of.
Yeah, Lord Voldemort.
Yeah.
Lord Voldemort.
We're gonna call him Voldemort.
Voldemort. So Voldemort himself used to drive like that too. So like it triggered me. So last night when we were in the car, he started doing it again, DJ. I was like, look, it's nothing against you because Eileen pep talked me up.
Wait, no. Don't go into the last night. Go into what happened. So he was driving and shifting hard and going fast or jerking. How was he doing it? What exactly was it that made you bring that trauma back into you?
It was the way he was driving and the way and shifting. You know what I mean? It was just
Yeah, so like hard shifts.
Yeah. You know, like I mean, but it's like every shift was like the hand movement. It was, you know, unfortunately,
it was the same mannerisms.
Yeah, it brought me back. So there you go. I had a PTSD flashback. That's what that would be.
Voldemort was evil.
Yeah.
He hurt her physically, mentally, emotionally, drained her financially, used her, and hurt her in more ways than anyone should have to endure or go through in one life alone. So
8 years, you mean?
Fuck that guy. We all have those bad relationships, but some of us go through more trauma than others. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that, like, this is why her body is feeling triggered. This is why she went into that meltdown PTSD mode. And is he okay?
Yeah. Okay. So we went into that, and then so it locked me up. I didn't really say anything and just kind of like tried to push it out of my mind and think happy thoughts, you know, that, you know, it's just DJ driving, blah, blah, blah. And then I told Eileen. So then yesterday when we were driving together, I ended up telling him that it does trigger me a little bit the way that he drives, and it's nothing against him, and I don't want him to change the way he drives, but it is something that I wanted to tell him. And he's like, well, it's a short shifter and it's just easier and blah, blah, blah. And I said, that's perfectly fine. I'm not telling you to change the way you drive. I'm just telling you that, you know, if I seem to tense up or something or stop talking, like, that's why. And it's nothing against him personally. It's something I'm trying to work through. And unfortunately, you have to be triggered to work through your triggers, so.
That's what I had to talk to her about. Because when she came over and she told me what happened, she was scared to tell him. She was scared to show any sign of weakness or hurt. And she was scared to be vulnerable about what was going on with her in that moment in time. And her and DJ have been together for how many years? 8 years?
8 years going on 9.
8 years going on 9.
Oh.
And they've had a lot of ups and downs, but like, how long has it been since something like this has triggered you like this? Through him?
I'd say about 2 years.
Okay.
Here.
So that's 2 years of him making you feel safe. And then without knowing, he triggered you like that.
It happens, and
It'd
be bound to happen.
No, it's definitely bound to happen. So when you came over, you were upset about it, and you were scared to share. And what did I tell you?
Yeah, because
I told you that you had to open up and be vulnerable because he's your safe space. You got to be able to communicate and tell him that those things bother you.
True. And then later on, I was like, oh man, I wanted to stop at Nuts. And then when we left the store last night, I was like, oh, I really wanted to go to Nuts. And he's like, you have to ask.
Yep.
I was like, alright. I was like, can we stop at Nuts, please? You know what I mean? Like, he's like, you have to ask. Last night I was like, he's like, what? I was like, can I have the remote? He's like, well, sticking your hand out. I don't know what you mean. I'm like, I get
it's
it.
like, you've lived with me for 8 years. I understand both parts of that.
Yeah.
I understand both parts of that. Because you're like, you already know what I want.
But he knows I'm working on these things, so it's also a push to do these things. You know what I mean? To communicate better.
Well, being able to be vulnerable has never... Like, you are vulnerable with strangers, but when it comes to people that you love the most, it hurts you the most.
Well, that's because I never had a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
well, you
so...
did, kinda.
It's on my iPad, and I did send it to Morianne. Actually, I'm starting a comic book, kinda, and I was a little, like, nervous about it. It's gonna be, like, a personal book.
Are you gonna publish it?
Possibly, but it's personal, so just, I just wanted to show you.
Okay. Oh. It's sad. Keep going.
That's all I got.
That's it?
That's all I got. I got 3 pages. I don't know where I'm going with it.
I like the illustrations.
I drew those.
I don't.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it might be like, I don't know, a really emotional children's book or comic.
Well, that was my immediate thought on the second page, was like, I want my kids to read this.
Right.
It'll help them understand a little bit of things that happen in the world.
Oh, so now it's time for Eileen's lightning round, because it's facing you guys, just to show you. Nope.
Try it down. Flip it around.
Flip it around. All right. There it is. We don't know what it is. All right, so I'm guessing you don't even know what it is.
No, because I haven't. I sort of plugged it in.
So this makes it fair this time.
So last night when we got back to Andy's, we got inside and we just went to bed, and I didn't bring my charger in. So I woke up this morning and my phone was almost dead. I had 6%, and I'll give you that hint.
Okay.
And I texted him and I was like, hey, Lev, are you still home? And he was like, yeah, because he's going to Airsoft this morning. And he was like, yeah. He's like, what's up? And then he called me, because I guess they were leaving. And I was like, oh, I didn't know if I left my bag there. And I was pooping. So, like, I couldn't get up and go check the car. Okay. So, I actually had the charger in my car. And I came inside and I plugged it in. But then Thomas called, and we were on video. So I got to 68%. I went from 6 to 68.
At what time?
Right before I sent you that video and where I wanted to yell into everything.
Okay, so that was roughly like 10. So it's 12:35 right now for everyone's information.
So then it went down to 16%.
Because
I was on video call with him for almost an hour.
And then it was plugged in because you passed out.
And then it was plugged in because I plugged it in, and I laid down and I went to sleep. And I don't remember when.
You guys might want to bump your numbers up. No 1% today.
I'm going to say 72.
You're going to say 72. I'm going to say 56.
I like that because that was like my original number. And then I was like, switch it up.
Oh, we're both wrong.
92%! Dude!
Wow.
Congratulations, we've hit a record.
Wow, this thing has never seen
give them an opportunity to guess, but I bet you they already got ahead of us before we even
They were probably already yelling out.
They're like,
numbers.
come on, just like say what you want and tell us what it is.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and stop with the long story.
You had to get the backstory every time.
Bro, I'm a rambling mess.
Yeah. Sweet Sean Dreeland started following us. What up, Sean?
Hey, Sean.
What
Why
up?
don't we do this like live and record the live?
We could do it
I
live.
could do it with with my software for camming. And I have the webcam in the other room.
Do you?
I do. Why didn't I think about this before?
We could be making money on this
I have my cam
podcast.
sensors.
We could be making money on this.
I have the one that will move.
Yeah.
The webcam that will move with you.
Oh.
And then I have the, what is it? OES or OS software or whatever, so that we can link on multiple things on different times.
How hard is that gonna do?
It literally, I can hook up to like things like
I'm right here.
Sorry, I get excited and I start yelling.
You do.
I would say I blame my mother, but I blame my stepdad, Charlie.
So how long is it gonna take you to do that? Don't get sidetracked.
What?
How long is it gonna take you to set all that up?
A long time, because we still have to find it. Oh. I haven't done anything since I moved here.
See? But
I've been too busy with life. I can't even flick my.
I know. So then, why would you suggest it?
Because
we can go live.
But next time
we can go live on Instagram.
You want to go live and take a poll?
Yeah.
You think we're
anyway? This is gonna be posted after this live video.
Before?
No, after, because it's live. Because I'm gonna go home and link all the video and voiceover. Even though I got voice on here, I have to split the voice off of it.
Okay, I do want to take another. Okay.
What
poll topic?
A poll topic?
A poll topic. So I just popped in my head.
Why don't we do this
how long do you think the podcast should be?
An hour.
Do you like short snippets? Do you like an hour? Do you like a half an hour? Do you like 15-minute increments?
True.
Do you like us to stay on topic, or are you liking us to be the rambling fools that we are?
Rambling fools.
Rambling fools.
Blew that butt.
But. Rona's like, hey.
She's like, hey, here you go. You can see my cheeks better.
Cheeky cheeks. Show me her shirt. That is her robot.
Onamusha. 3-pound division robot.
Oh, okay, so I see the butterfly koi on there.
Yeah.
So I want to do the koi pond out here?
Yeah.
I guess we can get into gardens.
Alright.
You want to go? What do you want to do?
We're going to see, I guess.
We're going to go live?
We're going to go live, I thought.
Why don't we go live on the thing?
We are going to
go live on your phone. Well, wait, no. I can go live on, well.
We're at 42 minutes right now, so we got to cut time anyway.
But we cut it at 30.
I know, so that means we only have like 12 minutes of a broadcast here.
Okay.
But I can add it to it, so it would be 42 minutes altogether.
Weren't we supposed to be doing this from a hot tub today?
Yeah.
We can still do another one from a hot tub. We could talk about gardening in a hot tub.
We could do a bunch of different ones. We could do a live one now. And then later on do another. I don't know if we want to do it live later.
What time is it?
It's 12:30.
Yep, no, we're going to do it later. It's Saturday.
Alright.
Well, we actually have to look at, so we have to look at the followers that you have on the account.
Yeah.
And we have to go through and see what our average watch time is during the day. So, like, how many times a day do we get likes, and how many times a week do we get likes, what days are more popular, what days, like, people aren't really active. So for me, with my photography business, I find that if I post on a Wednesday night around 5 o'clock, I get way more interaction than if I were to post it Saturday at, say, 11 or 12 when there's church or something.
I post it on Sunday.
Yep.
And then every other day I make a reel.
Mm-hmm. I'm not the greatest with advertising, but I know that we'll be able to, like, sync it down to...
You know we're still recording.
How it goes, yes. That's fine.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not good at advertising. I'm good at art. I'm an artist.
Well, we're going to wrap up this episode of Yelling Into the Void.
We're just yelling at nothing now.
We're yelling at nothing. We got sidetracked.
I got really stoned.
Apologize to all of us. I love you.
I love you.
I love yous.
We love yous.
Make it weird.